The Pistons play before the home crowd. And we've got it right here on 2K Sports, live from downtown Detroit. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. Also joining us from the sidelines, David Aldridge. Well, it was the Golden State Warriors winning their last game against Toronto.
And look, it's always tough to win on the road. You've got to go in with the right mindset, and they did.
I think, Greg, they didn't let the crowd or the noise get to them, and they have to be happy with how they played and executed on the road in that one.
And it goes out of bounds. That one off Hayward.
You know, in this era of the Golden State Warriors, it's easy to forget the lean years. Prior to this 6-year run, guys, the last time they had made it to the playoffs 4 consecutive seasons, 1952.
And I just love how aggressive Harden is inside. When he's deep like that, he is ready to finish with authority.
New 24-second clock for Detroit. Back to Holiday. 4 on the shot clock. Detroit needs to get off a shot. Another shot. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. Here is Anderson. Towns down low. Banked in off the glass. And Doris, the Warriors' 6-year playoff run tying their record set in the first 6 years of the franchise's existence.
That's when they were playing back in Philadelphia. And just to give you a little more context, only 3 of those seasons did they have a winning record. Make no mistake, this is the golden era of Warriors basketball.
Yeah, I love watching Harden be aggressive inside. One of the most efficient scorers in our game.
Hayward outside. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Some solid defense from Kid Gilchrist. From deep. And James Harden with the 3. Harden's got 7.
And it doesn't matter how a defense plays him. Harden is going to make sure that that three-point shot is a primary weapon.
Boy, what great body control you saw there, laying it up and in despite having the defense draped all over him.
Now here is Holiday. It's Harden with the drive. Misses from close range. And the Warriors off to a slow start here. It's a 3-point game. And out of bounds, the Pistons will take it.
How about Karl Anthony Towns, guys? At the age of 11, guess how tall he was? 6'3". So it was his goal to develop a complete skill set all the way back then. Boy, how about that? Ahead of the game in terms of the NBA.
Tipped away. 5 on the clock. Back to Harden. That's in, and that's his 4th basket of the night. He's taken 7 shots, a solid 57%. And talk about the mindset nowadays. Kids like Towns growing up not content to just play in the paint.
That's exactly right, Kevin. His father would divide their workouts into 2 halves. The first was face-up, dribbling, perimeter shooting. The second half of that workout, the interior, footwork, mic and drills, finishing over either shoulder. Boy, that's a pretty smart dad.
Kicks it out to Harden. Harden missing again. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Now here's Towns. He seems to always be finding ways to score, averaging around 23.5 points a game. And again, it's the Warriors missing.
And out of rhythm offensively, but he continues to work at it.
Well, you can see he's sputtering a bit, but he's trying to get going. I do like that he's continuing to be aggressive.
Hayward can't hit.
Well, it's been an up-and-down quarter for him on the offensive end, mostly down, though.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Golden State moving the ball around. And the whistle blows as the basket counts, and a three-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up.
Well, battling hard. That's an impressive move by Towns. He'll go to the strike.
The Warriors shooting their first free throw of the evening.
Not a strong suit for this crew, just around 71%.
Now here is Holiday. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Pass to Harden. Back to Holiday. Lets the three fly. It's good. The assist that time from Harden.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
He's missed everything he's taken in this quarter, and it's making it very difficult for them to come back.
Now here is Holiday. Now Pirtle. Back to Holiday. And another three for Detroit.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooters.
And Towns throws it down.
Well, leaving no doubt on that one, the explosiveness of Cat.
Detroit leading by 10. Now here is Holiday. He's got 6. Inside. Here's Harden. And Harden with the stop.
I don't know if you can do it any better on both ends than they have tonight.
I don't think you can ask for anything more, Greg. What a wonderful job establishing a lead early in this one.
And he just leaves the D in the dust and explodes to the basket.
You're right. Maybe a momentum changer right there, huh?
And you can blame it on a terrible defensive breakdown, one that could possibly swing the momentum here.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg.
And guys, they've come out and established a rhythm. And also their play calling has been on point.
Yeah, I think that's exactly how they built this lead. They played as one, shared the basketball, running their offense to perfection.
And so it's the Detroit Pistons enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. What a night they've had in terms of their shooting. Everything dropping in for them. And we'll be right back after this. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And the Pistons have been rolling right along, haven't they?
I mean, tremendous ball and body movement to start this game.
I think they're moving the basketball incredibly well and getting to the right spots on the floor, and it's really providing easy opportunities.
Now here's Lynn. The 12-point lead, their biggest of the game. Just 4 to shoot. Harden can't hit.
Boy, terrific defense to impact the shot, not giving him any space at all.
With the analysis, the defensive impact becoming more advanced, Doris, do you think that helps defenders gain recognition even when they're not putting up numbers in individual statistical categories?
Well, think about a recent winner of the Defensive Player of the Year, and that's Draymond Green, whose value becomes into sharp focus, particularly in the fourth quarter of games, when it becomes a possession ball game, and Draymond Green is flying around the floor in help defensive position, covering up for teammates' mistakes. I absolutely think, Kevin, increasingly because of the advanced metrics, that players can be defined outside of points and rebounds. So I love the impact of the numbers.
Warriors with the rebound.
Boy, I didn't think he had a chance of stopping that lay-in. What a gutsy defensive play.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, last season started with that horrific injury to Gordon Hayward's leg. Now, it's been a long road back for him, but he took heart in the encouragement he received, not just from his family, but from so many well-wishers. He said, "You realize how lucky you are to have people from all over supporting you." Guys?
David, I think everyone is rooting for his complete recovery. Thanks for that report. Uncovered. And Detroit again with the bucket.
Well, you've got to look at this guy's shooting as one of the main reasons they've been able to build this lead.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. Well, last year pretty much a lost year for Lynn. Tore his patella tendon on opening night. And Doris, that was it.
Yeah, that was hard to watch for Jeremy Lin because you know he's put in the time and was penciled in for a big role with Brooklyn. So nice to see him step back between the lines and continue playing.
Different look here for the Warriors. Quarter number 2. We're about 2 minutes in. Pass to Wagner. Outside Hardaway. Goes back up. And Towns with the lay-in good. Towns has got 11.
Yeah, they've gotten into a nice flow this quarter.
Back to Lynn. And you know that's going to be goaltending, guys. So that's a free basket right there.
That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks like it was on the way down.
Back to Dunn. Here's Towns. Shoots over Pirtle. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Well, beautifully done by Towns, using the up fake to bait the defender.
And for Detroit, a lot of changes, Greg, in their
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime. Warriors trail by 12. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
I'll tell you, he's been one area they haven't had to worry about tonight. He's been scoring at will.
Pass to Lynn. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Back to Harden. Towns with the defensive effort.
Boy, not enough spring in his step on the way to the cup. He actually short arms that layup.
And that one, good. Wagner's got his first bucket of the night.
Well, Chris Dunn's passing ability was ready-made for the NBA. Now, this guy's trying to close this game out in style. He's not going to stop attacking until he's sure this win is in the books.
Here's Towns. Count that one as his 7th make in 8 attempts. A scorching 88%.
And this to me is important.
That jam!
Get out of the way!
Wow. We are going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special. Reverses. Wagner. Misses the layup. He had him with that bump fake. Here's Harden. Yes! And a nice assist from Lynn. Harden's got the lead up to 12 now for Detroit.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Here's Wagner. It's stolen by Lyles. Harden gets the bucket. Harden's got 36.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Detroit leading by 14. Back to Lynn. Pass to Lyles. Lynn with it. Just 5 on the clock. Back to Harden. And he uses the glass on the layup. Harden's got 38 points.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
3 on 3. Lets it go. And Detroit again with the bucket.
Exceptional play across the board. I love their tenacity, just piling it on at this point.
You know, the beauty is it hasn't just been offense, right? It's been the defensive end as well. They're firing on all cylinders right now.
Shot from 12. And the Pistons getting another bucket right there.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
And it's Towns penetrating. Comes up short with his 12th attempt. He has made 8 shots. Lee with the steal. And it's Towns missing.
Now that's what we're talking about in terms of the activity level defensively. You got to protect the rim.
No, exactly, Greg, especially when the ball is that deep inside. You've got to respect how he altered that shot.
And it's another James Harden special we're witnessing here.
James Harden getting it done for Detroit. Going on an absolute rampage, piling in the points. He dictated the pace of the entire quarter. We come back right after this. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. And it's Harden with the ball for the Detroit Pistons. A 21-point lead, the biggest in the game. The Oklahoma City Thunder will be in town for the next one. Harris looking it over. Shot clock at 6. There's the 3. The Warriors pull it in.
Oh, great job on the closeout, providing a lot of good D on the perimeter.
Well, that's a superb effort on the defensive end. You don't allow the shooter to get into a rhythm from deep. I think one thing you think about when you talk about Steve Kerr is how much he has relished having an opportunity to coach an amazing collection of talent. He knows more perhaps than most that great players are required to be successful. That doesn't mean it's an easy job. You've got to manage expectations year after year.
And the dunk by Towns.
If Karl Anthony Towns is feeling it, he will command the basketball. And as a coach, that's what you're hoping for.
To the middle. Pass to Bacon. Back to Pirtle. Now, here's Lyons. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession. And Doris, you watch Kerr, he really has his own distinct coaching style.
How about Kevin? He once said that coaching is 90% creating environment and 10% strategy. Now listen, we know this guy is tremendous with X and O's, but there's something helpful about his sense of humor and his upfront, honest approach.
Harden inside the three-point line. And there's another one for the Pistons.
It's scary because he's just been a matchup nightmare in this game. He's eaten up anybody they've thrown at him.
Pretty good quickness from the agile Gordon Hayward, effortlessly to the rim with that athleticism.
Down low. Out to Harris. Back to Harden. Fires for 3. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. Harden's got 50 points. Towns. And Towns throws it down.
Well, you can see how dialed in Gordon Hayward can be. When he's on his game, the vision is exceptional.
Pass to Okafor. Harris outside. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Buries the long-range jumper. 53 points for James Harden.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
So much of being a scorer is finding ways to get open without the ball, of course, and there are a lot of guys that do that very well in the league right now.
Well, you think back to guys like Ray Allen, who have retired in the last 5 to 6 years. He was one of the all-time bests. You think back to the Detroit Pistons teams and Rip Hamilton. They set the stage for today's generation. Guys like Klay Thompson and Kyle Korver, who are relentless in their motion and sometimes do it randomly. Outside of the context of the offense, they're just, because they've done it so often, the kind of movement they create puts tremendous stress on your defense.
Now a timeout called by Golden State. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Back to Harris. Pass to Harden. Over Lee. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
Oh, a lapse defensively, and they actually get away with it. Bad idea to leave him open consistently, though.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
Out to Harris. Pass to Okafor. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Harris with it. And Okafor slams it in.
I don't think the pass could be better placed. That's a great assist.
And Zach Randolph gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul. For the Pistons.
And out of bounds, the Pistons will take it.
Let's remember, Courtney Lee has been in the league a long time, actually played in an NBA Finals. This guy has been able to score and defend regardless of where he's been.
Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation.
One shot.
For Detroit, they have shot just one free throw earlier. 1 for 1 in the game.
Yeah, looking over their percentage on the season, I think they will be thrilled with the number in terms of their free throw percentage, 79.
Pass to Harden. Back to Lynn. Just 5 to shoot. Let's go. And the shot no good, a bit short. Here's Wagner. Guarded by Harris. From outside, off the mark.
Boy, the way he's been going, he is not going to be the guy to turn this around.
Now Lynn. Lets the 3 fly. Hits it from 3-point range. Randolph got himself on the board with 3 there.
Another triple, and that's been the story of this second half.
Boy, they have consistently been draining shots from deep, and that can take the heart out of an opponent.
Stolen by Randolph. To the paint. Here's Harden. And Harden with the stuff.
Well, we know this. Jeremy Lin knows how to run an offense. His ability to find the open man, uncanny.
Down low. Pachulia, good.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
Okafor up top.
Watch Lynn at the arc.
There's 37 seconds left in the third quarter. There's Lee with the 3. Pass to Wagner. Dunn right side. To the inside. Here's Pachulia. Then Pachulia with the dunk.
No, this is where Pachulia has made his living, right, on the offensive board. So crafty.
And here's Harden. Covered by Lee. Here's the 3. Harden, no good. Stolen by Harden. 1 second left. No good there.
A terrific awareness by Pachulia. This guy works his tail off and does everything he can to contest shots.
And so it's the Detroit Pistons rolling along with a 27-point lead as we wrap up a quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's and 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. And here's Dunn. He'll bring it up for Golden State. And after this game wraps up, they're off to Atlanta where they'll take on the Hawks. That puts them squarely in the middle of this 5-game road trip.
Defensively, this is what you know. He's coming off a hot game and looking to keep it rolling.
Well, you want to slow this man's roll right now if you're the defense because you've got to make somebody else beat you. He's cooking right now.
Back to Holiday. 5 on the clock. To the inside. Towns with the steal. Out to Lee. The 3. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Hardaway.
So this is why Courtney Lee is easy to play with, right? He gets his offense within the flow of the system.
Pass to Harden. Oh, and James Harden throws it down hard.
Here he comes, and there he goes.
Oh, look at him punish that rim. Towns. And the dunk by Towns.
Amazing individual performance, but you'd like to see more guys start to get involved. I don't know if he can do it alone.
Pass to Plumlee. Over Lee. Harden, no good.
Look at the big fella working on that possession. He knows how to fend guys off and get those rebounds.
Well, Steve Kerr has talked about the emotional and spiritual fatigue that can set in for a Warriors team that has now played in 4 straight finals. And remember, Steve Kerr knows a thing or two about this from his years with the Chicago Bulls. They simply have to fight through it.
Back to Holiday. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
Indicative of what we've seen tonight. One team being the aggressor, the other failing to react.
That's right. Really a disappointing effort on the defensive end. Not offering any challenge at all at the cup. That's how it's done, gentlemen. You don't pass to a player. You pass to a spot. Let your teammate run into it.
Well, Coach Steve Kerr looks to give his players breaks. Doris getting away from the game, what he calls filling their cup.
Well, I think, Kevin, it's mentally taxing, battling 10 months a year over and over again. And Steve is emphasizing it's important to have time away from basketball to recharge a bit.
Here's Towns. And the dunk by Towns.
And looking a lot better now, but still a long way to go to get back into this one.
Yeah, but this run started with tighter execution at both ends, and that'll need to be maintained for them to have a chance to take the lead.
To the paint. Harden's shot is good. Harden's got 59 points.
Continuing to push the action and build this lead.
You can tell they've got their foot on the gas pedal right now. No slowing down. The defense starting to look helpless.
The shot's good from Plumlee. And the Pistons lead by 19.
And you just got to love the way he moves the ball. Very unselfish.
I'd say he's looking to set up his guys as much as possible. And you can tell his teammates really appreciate it.
Now a timeout called by Golden State. The 6'11" Mason Plumlee out of Duke, Greg. He's got a live body.
Very athletic, Kevin. His mobility enables him to defend smaller players on the perimeter. Offensively, he is a threat to finish at the rim.
The Warriors making a switch here. Warriors trail by 19. From deep three-point range. Okafor with the rebound.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
And there's the call on Karl Anthony Towns. That's foul number 2 for him. Harris outside. Right side, Randolph. Pass to Okafor.
You can see with the contest right there that defensively Towns arrived in the NBA prepared to make an impact.
Harden with it. Defended by Hayward. Back to Harden. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. And James Harden was crowned MVP after last season. Greg, hard to argue with that selection.
Harden has had a case to win an MVP award for several years now. Finally was able to be the clear choice this past season. Another great line on what is shaping up to be a Hall-worthy resume. Straight power, homie. I mean, he ripped it down with both hands.
Absolutely a resounding dunk. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Basket good.
Still attacking, building on this lead coming down the stretch.
I'll tell you, he's relentless right now. He's going straight at the defense and knocking down a lot of shots in this quarter.
You know, it tells you something about Harden that he's led the league in free throw attempts so many times. This man is always in attack mode.
Hayward can hit. Detroit leading by 22. Okafor, high post. Back to Harris. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's going to go on Gordon Hayward. We know James Harden joined Durant and Westbrook in winning league MVP honors, Doris. Had those 3 stayed together in Oklahoma City, is there any doubt in your mind that they would have won at least one NBA championship?
Well, you think back to the time they worked together, and they did go to an NBA Finals and ended up being eliminated by LeBron James and the Miami Heat. So obviously, you like the opportunity they would have had to go to more. And let's give a little credit to the great GM of the Oklahoma City franchise, Sam Presti, who is responsible for the drafting of 3 MVP candidates. That in and of itself is quite remarkable. But you know this, Kevin. Success and failure, there is such a fine line. And there's a tenuous nature to things, an injury at the wrong time. So many times this trio was tripped up by an untimely situation. So, I mean, if they stay together, yes, you like their chances, but this is why history states otherwise.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will, and you can safely say mission accomplished now for Detroit.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And now, for the year, this is going to take them to 7 wins.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for James Harden.
Boy, what a determined offensive presence he has been for them tonight. He carried the scoring load, and as hot as he was, it took a ton of pressure off his teammates all night.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Outside, Randolph. Kicks it out to Harden. From deep. Outside, Randolph. And so it's the Pistons taking care of business here. It was a tale of 2 teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans